Greetings to Costa Rica from Paris. I'm very pleased to convey a short message to you on World Statistics Day. I was asked to say a few words about the importance of statistical systems for public policy evaluation, so I will spend 1 or 2 minutes on talking about this in general, and then say a few words also about the Costa Rican statistical system that we've been looking at. Now, starting out with a few general remarks. Policy evaluation, as we all know, is about finding out how well policies have worked, how they have affected people's well-being, living standards, the economy. Now, it is the case that not national statistical systems or their institutions are not typically themselves involved in policy evaluation. However, they provide the single most important input for it, namely high quality evidence and data. What is high quality? Well, we know this is really about trusted, non-partisan information that is fit for the use at hand, and is characterized by accuracy, timeliness, relevance, accessibility, and a few other more characteristics that we all agree are important for the quality of data. How do we get to this quality? Well, one of the preconditions is again having a strong national statistical system that functions and is credible. We need a good legal framework. We need professionally independent institutions that need to be sufficiently resourced, well coordinated, you name it. Again, there are a number of criteria that come together to describe a well-functioning national statistical system. All this may sound a little bit abstract, but it is actually quite relevant, including in the current sanitary crisis. And let me just give you 2 examples for this. One is, of course, over the past months, more than before, there has been massive demand for short-term information, for example, in the area of health, to evaluate confinement policies with a view to their effect on COVID-related morbidity or mortality. Or there has been massive demand for real-time information on economic activity. Again, to assess the effects of policies on the economy. What we learned there is not only is it important for the statistical system to provide such timely data, but also not every timely data, every piece of timely data is necessarily a good piece of data. There is a lot of data around, not all of it is trusted, and typically only the series, or mainly the series, that come out of an organized statistical system are those that at the end of the day shape public opinion and are useful for policy. Another example is in the more medium term, coming out of the crisis, the idea of building back better, not just going back to where we were before, but having a different policy approach towards the economy, towards the environment, towards social issue, requires the right statistical system behind it in order to design and evaluate policies. We find a number of gaps there. We find that in many areas our data is not granular enough. We need to be more efficient in bringing out the differentiated effect of the crisis on different parts of the economy and society. What we learned there for the statistical system is, again, this granularity, this data doesn't grow on trees. It doesn't magically appear. It needs to come out of an organized, coordinated, possibly decentralized, but still coordinated statistical system that requires resources and continued investment. A few more specific points on Costa Rica to finish my considerations here. As you know, Costa Rica is about to exceed the OECD as part of the accession process. We evaluated the Costa Rican national statistical system. I had the pleasure myself to be part of this evaluation, which turned out to be a very crucial piece actually in the overall evaluation to accession, and went to show that certainly the OECD members attach a great deal of importance to the area of statistics, which should comfort us in our view that this is something that is appreciated. The assessment process came out with a number of recommendations and analysis. All this is brought together in a report that actually will be published very soon, including in Spanish. It incorporates also a number of recommendations or assessments about the Costa Rican statistical system with several points that I don't have the time to go into. Now let me just mention one, because it was a really important one in the course of the accession. That is the passage of the new law on statistics, which was debated for several years really, but passed in the end and holds a number of really important stipulations for the Costa Rican statistical system, ranging from provisions about the independence of INEC to its sustainable funding, over access to administrative sources, protection of confidentiality, and a number more of very important facets that shape the functioning of a national statistical system. Much has been achieved in Costa Rica. More is ahead in terms of tasks, if only also to deal with the current crisis that has reinforced some of the trends that we have seen and which will need addressing in the context of the Costa Rican statistical system. The OECD in general, the Statistics and Data Directorate, and myself in particular, are excited about our continued engagement with Costa Rica. We've already learned a lot from each other, and I'm confident that this will continue even more so as Costa Rica will soon be a full OECD member. On that, I thank you for your attention and wish you an excellent remaining World Statistics Day. Bye bye.
Más información, mejores decisiones país.